you have a code like me. There are just some things everyone agrees are just wrong.
Hi, I'm Shamlikit from JUST do IT Thailand. สวัสดีครับ How you doing, Gabriel?
I'm well. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm so great. Last of Us is my favorite video game and also my favorite show, and I'm really happy that you get the role.
Oh my
You're like
god,
a
thank you
perfect
so
choice.
much.
With such an anticipation and excitement for the fan, how did you approach the challenge of building the momentum from the first season?
Well, I'm a huge fan of the video game, so that's my part to play, is that I love playing the game. I love that story, so I get to come at it as a fan, and Neil, of course, comes at it as the creator, so that's a great combination for the two of us. Momentum, we just sort of looked at each other and said, hey, that worked. We should probably just do the same thing again, you know, let's follow the same process, the same kind of method, and apply the same passion and hard work to it. But at the same time, also, I think we were both kind of committed to making the season bigger and more intense because that's what the story wanted.
Yeah, I see some of the big new action scene in Jackson. That's something, huh? You want to add on something new?
It's coming.
Let's talk about your character, Abby.
Yeah.
Her journey is emotionally intense and physical demanding. How did you prepare for the role?
Oh my god. I mean, there's so much to Abby. She's a very complex woman. I put a lot of pressure on myself to get that right. I think I knew the importance of her character going into this and the importance of her role within the world of The Last of Us.
Don't go in there.
Stop it!
I'm telling you, go back.
No!
Getting to the core of who she is and what drives her anger, what drives her frustration, and that's really just the loss that she's experienced and her intense grief. Also for how long that goes on too. It's like 5 years she is on this quest. Just really contemplating that, thinking about it, going over the text that's so beautifully written by Craig and Neil, and watching a lot of gameplay as well, and just sort of trying to capture it all in one because she is so complex and she's a very nuanced person. So it was really, really exciting to get to that, the reason of the rage.
Slowly.
What?
When we kill him, we kill him slowly.
We had this process of casting that I think has shown itself to work pretty much, well, in fact, every single time. Some of it, I think, honestly, is a little bit of luck, but a lot of it is Neil and I talking to an actor as a human being and seeing what their passion is for the part and just looking into their eyes and imagining how this would translate. And Kaitlyn is an extraordinary actor who transforms herself in whenever she's playing something. And it's hard to describe, but Neil and I sat with her and there was a certain thing there that just felt right. And boy, is it ever right. I can't wait for people to see her Abby. And as you know, we don't necessarily concentrate on visually matching people. It's more about the soul. We try and match the soul. And Kaitlyn's soul and Abby's soul are together.
Yeah, the real test for us is, you know, we interview these actors, and then there's a bit of like we just have faith in them, and you're not quite sure it's going to work until you see it, and then as soon as we saw her Abby, you don't even think about Kaitlyn Dever anymore. It's Abby.
Oh yeah. When I see her eyes, she's Abby. You guys did right.
Thank you.
50s, graying, beard, 6 foot tall, scar on his right temple. Oh yeah, they said he's handsome. I forgot.
I just watched the first episode, and when I see your eyes, I can say that you had the Abby eyes.
Oh, thank you. Wow, that really means a lot. Thank you.
You actually are pretty handsome.
I saved your life.
I really appreciate
But
that.
I still wonder in this character that full of grief, guilt, and rage like this. How do you put that on a beautiful soul like Pedro Pascal? How
I
hard
know.
it is.
Oh, I know. That was probably the toughest part of this job was having to work with the sweet angel that is Pedro, and be so mean.
I know.
God, working with Pedro was just a dream. I just dying to work together again. I really haven't worked with another actor like that where I've felt so instantly connected to in such a special way. I mean, I teared up on the last day we worked together. It's a rare thing to work with an actor like that. We just were on the same page, and it's just sort of an like an energetic thing that I think that I haven't experienced a lot, and I definitely experienced that with him, and he's just a wonderful human being on top of all of that.
Another thing that I wonder, how does it feel when you have to take in on the role with those infected? How believable it is and how scary it is.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of CGI involved in this show, but there's a lot of it's practical too. So it's pretty surreal, and it's really crazy the work the makeup artists and the special effects team doing in this season. It's kind of mind-blowing to me. I don't know how they do it. They're up at crazy hours and doing these crazy looks on different actors, and it's really incredible to see. And it's scary. It's very terrifying in person. They look real. It looks really real. Yeah. It's wild.
That's why
I was genuinely spooked at a few moments for sure.
Oh man, I mean, it's just, I love it. I think it's one of the most pure ways to tell a story. I mean, the conflict. The conflict is right there in front of you between the two combatants. So I just, I love the physical element of the job, and try to train accordingly and keep my body in condition to be able to accomplish what's required of me. And Tommy's a long-range specialist. So,
hell yeah.
You kind of keep him at a distance. But yeah, as you may have seen in the trailer, they get a little too close for comfort, and at that point you start to have to just barbecue some mushrooms.
As a father of The Last of Us, I call you that. How does it feel when you're walking on the set? Now it's real. How does it feel?
I don't even know how to describe it in words. It's so surreal. It's because we've lived at Naughty Dog with these worlds for years. Like Last of Us 2, we worked on and off for 7 years. And then, when I come on set and Craig's showing me around, I'm like, and I'm in Joel's house, and it looks just like in the game, but it's real. You could touch and feel things. I stood in the middle of Jackson. That was built a whole town with interior spaces and everything. And again, I'm standing in the game, but now it's real. It's realized and it's real. It's incredibly surreal, and I know the feeling I felt, the fans will feel as well when they watch the show.
Oh yeah, this doesn't have to be the set. Just I seen some of the character throwing the bottle. I'm like, oh yeah.
We felt like we needed to, we try to not be controversial, but when it comes to brick versus bottle, I'm a bottle guy. I gotta say, I've always been a bottle.
Yeah, I'm a bottle guy. I'm just gonna ask that.
Yep, I'm a bottle guy.
I am the brick guy, because the brick, you can melee with it, and just anyway.
This is why
we don't agree on everything.
Yeah, there's a tension here that can be turned into quality.
The production design is unbelievable. is really evident and is when you see that Jackson set. You know, that just the level, the quality, just built for us several city blocks of Jackson in Squamish, British Columbia. The wall, main mess hall, the town hall, the church, everything is there. You know, most of them are working sets with full interiors. You know, you could just go strolling up and down all day in between setups and just marvel at all the tiny little details. That set was just one street of Canmore, Alberta in the first season, and now we basically built out, you know, a pretty good swath of the town. But everything, man, I mean, just all the art direction, our armorer who built me a modified M1 Garand, which is Tommy's sniper rifle from the game, to the T, to the absolute perfect specifications of what you see in the game. So it permeated through every department. Our costumers, our hair and makeup, everyone, our special effects, prosthetics, everything. Fantastic. And then that's the beauty of working at this level with HBO and you know, the circle only gets tighter as you get higher up the mountain in this business, and you get to work with people you worked with before, those who are tried and true and trusted to do the absolute best that you can get in the business.
Look, I've been really lucky in my career that I started Naughty Dog, some of the best game developers in the world, and then I moved on to work with Craig Mazin, who just came off of Chernobyl and HBO, and teamed up with the best of the best actors, the best costume designers, the best set designers, the best prosthetics. So in some ways, the job is easier than if we didn't have those things. And it's been just such a joy to see it come to life and see, again, starting with Craig, but everybody around us just cares so much about the story and these characters and really put it all on the line that, you know, seeing now almost final episodes, like, I'm so proud of this thing, and I was so nervous about honoring what we've done before with the game, and I feel like we've done that here and then some.